It's week 3 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the rookie Carson Strong. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort.
It's the Seahawks and the Falcons.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Today, it's week 3. We've got it. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now Patterson to start the drive, and a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on a young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Patterson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and then a guy get cut back laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down.
The man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mariota. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Well, CD, as we look at this draft class, this offense received quite a bit of help this past April. It's a group very focused on this side of the ball, particularly when you look at those early picks.
Yeah, when you look at the top of the board, it's pretty clear they wanted an immediate impact player for their offense in the 1st round, and they got him. Beyond that, I like how they kept adding to that unit in the rounds that followed. Those other
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second and 16. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago.
20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
To throw on second down. Strong. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw. Strong. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mariota's throw taken in by Ridley here.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mariota. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Walker with another carry.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their 36-yard line. Mariota now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to pump this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. His throw incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota again. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Strong rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Strong. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mariota.
He's got his man, London, right side. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This taken in at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down. Strong. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Looking to throw. Strong. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Strong. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during the game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Mariota now on second down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And it looks like we've got a game set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake. Strong. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Strong. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front. Air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mariota. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Oh, good move. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up the 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 20-yard line.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Mariota, and his pass incomplete.
His back is going to dependable safety valve. Games that went back to him when his first read was covered. Just been able to connect, so the play results in that game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Alton Robinson
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Looking to throw. Strong. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Carson strong.
Keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota under pressure, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
False start. Awesome.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Off play action. Strong. Buying time to his left. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Running left is Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Strong. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On second down, here's Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.